Hey everybody, welcome to Aunnie's place. Today we're going to make a tincture. To start out, I'm not a medical provider in any way. This is for educational purposes only. If you do have health issues, go see your doctor. And you want to get those taken care of. So, it's nice outside. We're going to make the tincture outside. You're going to need, well, that will come later. Let's make the tincture first. I've got some lemon balm. From my garden. Usually I make teas with this. I have so much of it, so I thought we'd make a tincture out of it. Smells like lemon. It's very good. The Latin, I believe, is Melissa officialis. You're gonna need a clean jar. So sterilize these. Some people run them through the dishwasher. I wash them, then I put boiling water in them. I'm using dried herbs today. So I'm going to do a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 parts herbs to 1 part vodka. This is 80 proof. When I went to the liquor store, they had 80 proof or 140 proof, and I didn't need moonshine, so I got the 80 proof. You really want 100 proof. But 80 proof works. So we'll put some in there. If you're using fresh herbs, you'll want to fill your container however much you want, and then you want the fresh herbs covered completely. A lot of people will fill their whole container. I'm not. I'm just going to do this much. This is quite a large jar. So you see, got about that much. So I'll take alcohol. I think I said it backwards. It's 2-to-1, 2 being the alcohol is the 2. Because you want your plant material covered so it doesn't rot or get moldy. I make them smaller quantities than this. This is easier to show on a video, so I have to make sure that it's all covered. And that's probably good. Maybe a little more. And we'll put that cap on and shake her up. Now this alcohol will start extracting the plant material from the plant, the essence. And so this, darn bugs, this should have a lemony scent when it's done. Cap on here. Lemon balm is quite tasty, like I said, for teas and such. I'm not sure what I'd use a lemon balm tincture for, but I will check it out. I'll show you some tinctures that are ready to... They were at this phase for 2 months. Now they're done. They can be strained. This is valerian root. It's a brown color now. It's extracted all the plant essentials. Valerian root is... It's smelly, but it's a good relaxing agent. I'll tag this one. I just don't have anything with me, but you always put what you put in there. So I have valerian root. I made it on April 23rd of 12. It's a tincture made with 80 proof vodka and 8 tablespoons of valerian root. A lot of times I don't put how much plant material I put in there. So, but this one I did. But I always put what proof vodka, what's in there, the date I made it. A lot of times I'll put the moon cycle on there too. Oh, it's interesting. Before I made this, I had the plants in a plastic bag, and I didn't realize that cats like valerian root as much as they do catnip, so they kept taking it. It was kind of funny. Funnel. Coffee. You can use coffee filter. Cheesecloth works really well. Paper towel is too thin. That doesn't work too well for me. Again, a clean, sterilized bottle. So what I'm going to do is pour it in here to filter out all the plant compounds that didn't decompose. And then once it's done, I'll put it back in this jar. It's alcohol, it's sterile itself. But valerian, yeah, beyond, I wrote a couple things down. I know it's used mostly for sleep and relaxing. And the cats like it. But you can also, it's non-addictive. And they say it relieves muscle cramps and PMS, which makes sense. And the insomnia we already know about. They put it in teas, like sleepy time teas. It can be in there along with chamomile. So it's just working its way out there. A couple of books I read said it also relieves gas pain and stomach cramps. You just don't want to take this in large doses because it is a relaxant. You don't want to knock yourself out or cause any issues. So I'm just going to squeeze this a little bit, get some of that going a little faster. Then when you're done, the plant material can go in your compost pile or your plant material recycle bin. I hope we could put some in a cap so you can see. That's what it looks like after it's sat for a couple months. So just going to squeeze all this out of there. Sometimes the coffee filters break, so you want to do it slow, and I have more coffee filters and just in case. I don't want any of the plant material in there. Just squeeze it out. So you can take this at bedtime. It'll help you sleep. Just dropperfuls, not a lot. Okay, the bag's starting to... Normally I put it back in there. Obviously it needs to be washed out, so I'm going to leave it in this baby jar for now until I can get this other part cleaned up. I got another jar here. Put the cap on there. So then if you can see that it's like a dark brown murky liquid. I'm not sure how to describe the smell. Maybe... oh. I'm not even sure. Doesn't smell bad, really bad. Doesn't smell really good either. Let me move this stuff. I have some other tinctures that are ready to be dispensed as well. This is elderberry, so that has a red color to it. Reddish purple. Now elderberry, you probably have seen it. They make elderberry jelly and pies. I did read at some point that the seeds were toxic, so you have to take the seeds out before you make stuff with elderberry. I thought it was a nice color, so I'll probably use it in some of my card making. Might try to use it like... so I have some Tim Holtz alcohol stains. I thought maybe this would be work as well. I have mugwort. That is like a golden brown color. This is white willow. That's more of an amber color. White willow is used for healing. If I understand right, they make salicylic acid out of willow, which is aspirin. So the old lore is that gypsies would use this for aspirin to help relieve pain. So and elderberry, I believe, is used for coughs and colds. You cook it up with honey. Again, remove the seeds. I don't know if that's true or not, but why chance it? Another one I just started on June 4th is clove. So that's a clove color. So that will extract, and then clove is good to help relieve pain. So maybe you have a toothache, you can rub some on your tooth. Any of these, don't drink them like you would a drink. You take droppers full of this stuff. Maybe you take some an hour before bedtime, like of the valerian root, to help you start to get sleepy. You can get droppers, and your little tincture holders are probably this big. You can get different ounce ones, but you can get those at your health food stores. Also another good place, if they're selling herbs, very knowledgeable people. You go in there and ask what's going on. I know I went to buy, I think it was comfrey, or not comfrey, I can't remember what it was, and they go, "Do you sure you want that?" And I'm like, "Well, yeah, doesn't it do this?" And they said, "Yes, but it also does this." I didn't know it did the other part. So talk to your people also that work at your health food stores that sell the herbs. So that's probably it. Tinctures are super easy to make, multiple uses. Alright, thanks for watching Aunnie's Place. Take care.